Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Happy July. We're in July of 2024. Time sure flies. This reading is going to be for the first week of the month from the 1st till around the 7th of July. All you have to do is pick a card. Which card are you drawn to? Is it card 1, card 2, or card 3? Once you've made your choice, you can click on that timestamp below to fast forward to your reading. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great week. Hello, Group 1. So let's see what your first card is. You have number 14, Ride the Wave. And in this deck, this is the Enchanted Map deck. This means riding a wave of abundance. The current kind of flipping and turning in your favor this week. So that's a very fortunate card for you, Group 1. We're also going to draw from my handmade deck here, made out of cardstock and collage. And I can see what else I can tell you, Group 1, about your week. We'll do this one. And it is thought. Brain, thinking, thought. It's all about using your analytical skills, using maybe your left brain for some things this week. That's going to be very, very important. All right. And also, if you're questioning whether or not you're, intelligent enough to do something, smart enough to do something, or accomplish a goal, this is a big yes, you are. Yes, you are. If you have a test this week, any kind of exam, any kind of quiz, evaluation of your skills, it's a very positive card, especially next to the Ride the Wave card. All right, so let's get into the tarot. And this is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Oops, it's sticking to my finger. Let's do it this way. There we go. All right, Group 1. We have the Empress, Ace of Cups, the Lovers, Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. Very strong cards, very strong images. I do recommend with decks like this, if you wanted to, take a photo or a screenshot right now, and if anything in these images resonates with you or helps your intuition to, come up with something that might be relevant for you personally, I recommend doing that. But for the general public here, for most of you, Group 1, we've got the Empress, we've got the Ace of Cups, Three of Pentacles, definitely highly productive, nurturing, creative energy coming in for you. You are taking on the characteristics of the Empress, probably leading a small group of people in some kind of a project or endeavor or a plan. Okay? That's just popping out of the gate right here at the beginning of the week, Monday morning. We have Ace of Cups and the Lovers. There's a very strong romantic connection here for you and another person. And we've got the Moon. It's a very deep, deep, loving, intuitive connection between you two. So if you're in a relationship and you've felt you've had a disconnect lately, you're definitely reconnecting this week around midweek, maybe around the holiday here in the States, July 4th. There's a sense of closeness. There's a sense of depth in this relationship that is very important as well. Also, with Ride the Wave, the Moon right under it, Ace of Cups, a lot of water energy, a lot of very strong water energy, which is interesting because having the thought card, the left brain, water is intuition and kind of creativity in the right brain. It's interesting how you have a little bit of both here. So it makes me feel that there's going to be a balance for you this week overall. Nine of Swords, worry, fear, anxiety. What is happening there? You're afraid to take a chance on something. And the Knight of Wands is telling you, take that chance. Okay? Jump through that ring of fire. You can do it. You have the skills. You have the capabilities to do it. Don't let your fears, your worries stop you from taking a risk or a chance. That risk might be with your work, your creativity, with your business. It might be taking a risk in this relationship, moving to the next level in the relationship. It might be taking a risk with your heart in this relationship, allowing yourself to love this person, right? Let's see what else I can tell you about your week. We have Two of Swords. The choice is yours, group one. The choice is yours, okay? It's going to be up to you. I'm going to put that next to this thought card. It kind of makes more sense there. What will you choose to do? Will you choose to take the risk, or will you choose to stay stagnant? I feel like you're propelled into the future. You're propelled on this new wave of abundance because you take a chance or a risk. So that, I feel, is probably your main message, group one. Let's also, all right, let me grab these. We're going to draw a few letters and just see what we get for you to wrap up your reading. Let's do 7. Okay. We have B, E, Z, interesting, OX, K, and L. Okay, what can we get from these so far? Blocks. Look at that, blocks, spelled that way or that way. We've got bloke, which is a nickname for a gentleman. Like, almost like here, because we only have 2. We have an O and an E. Bike. Mess around with the letters. You can add a few vowels if you need to. Let everybody know in the comments what you get, what makes sense to you. But I feel intuitively boxes coming in. Like if you think outside of the box, you can't lose. If that makes any sense at all. Think outside of the box, you can't lose. It's kind of what I'm getting intuitively, but let us know in the comments what you get with those letters, group one. And I hope this helps you. I hope you have a fantastic week. Also pay attention to number 3. That's going to be relevant for you. Maybe July 3rd is going to be super relevant for you, and this maybe decision or choice you have to make. So keep that in mind as well. Thanks. Bye. Hi, group 2. Let's see what your first card is for this week's reading. For you, we have number 43, and it is details, details. This card is all about noticing the details, paying attention to the details, and also what you need to see, or maybe what you need to know or be aware of, will lie within the smaller details. Okay, so that's going to be a theme for you this week. And we're going to draw a card from my handmade deck here and see what else I can tell you. All right, we'll do this one, and it is creative, using your creativity this week, letting loose, getting more into that right brain energy, okay? With details, it could mean, maybe you're an artist, a sculptor, a painter, maybe you crochet. So you're using your creativity, but you want to pay attention to the details, okay? Let's see what else I can tell you with the tarot. We have 9 of Swords, also came up for group 1. King of Swords. 10 of Cups. Wheel of Fortune, and Temperance. Very strong cards for you as well, group 2. All right, 9 of Swords. What are you afraid of? What are you worrying about? What is causing you anxiety right now at the beginning of this week? 7 of Wands, Five of Pentacles. You're feeling trapped. You can just look at these images. You're feeling trapped. You're feeling inept. It's all within your mind. It's all within your emotions. You might be feeling a little bit down, a little bit dejected. Maybe you had a bad weekend. Maybe you're not feeling well. That's kind of how the week's starting out. But know that by Tuesday or Wednesday, you're going to be feeling a lot better. There are people that support you and love you. We have King of Swords and King of Wands, and both of them are the feminine version of the kings. So I find that very interesting. You're most likely a female, is what I would say, and you're taking on these very strong masculine archetypes, right? Swords and Wands, I'd say out of the four suits, are probably the most masculine, and then the cups and the coins would be masculine. I guess swords could be either. It's air. But definitely there's a balancing act here. You're getting things done. You're picking yourself up off the floor after having a moment, okay? You're having a moment. You're stuck in a moment, as U2 sings. Stuck in a moment, you can't get out of it, but you get out of it, all right? You're getting out of it here. And there's lots of love and support around you. Your family, loved ones, your partner, your person. Yes, Nine of Cups. So home is your sanctuary this week, group 2. Home is your sanctuary. All of this is probably happening with your work, with your job, whatever it is. And maybe the details are causing you to be stuck. Or maybe the details are the answer for you to get out of this state of feeling entrapped or trapped. Maybe looking at the fine details is going to free you from that. And yes, home is your sanctuary. It's where your comfort is. It's where joy is. It's where your abundance is. It's also where you find your balance, is within the home. And for the rest of the week, for the holiday weekend, if you're here in the States, it's going to be very comfortable. You're going to be very, very happy. I noticed the images. I just noticed these two and how similar they look. So that's very interesting. Let me know if that means anything to you, if it reminds you of yourself or of a photo or of a person in history that you revere, or if any of that makes sense. It looks kind of like a bouffant type hairdo. Very interesting to me how they look similar. Let's draw maybe 2 more tarot cards for you, group 2. I mean, even their positioning is similar. The profile. We've got Page of Swords, communication coming in. 8 of Swords, another one with a cage. So communication coming in, I feel, is going to help to free you from that. There might be a little bit of a conflict, but you will overcome it. I feel like most of this stuff is inside of you. It's inward. It's not having to do with other people, although a few of you, maybe this conflict is with someone else at work. And maybe you have to confront someone in order to not feel this way. I mean, my gosh, we have 3 different types of cages here. So I would say be brave. If there's someone you need to talk to about how you're feeling, then do it, okay? Let's get you some letters to wrap up your reading. And we're going to do 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So we have WH, A and N, AE, and Q. So, of course, the first word I see is when. If you're asking yourself when to confront someone, make a move, be brave, now is the time, okay? You have support, you have love, you have your home, your family, whether it's biological or your friends who you call your soul family. You have people who support you and love you that are going to help you get through this, help you to break out of your, could be kind of a self-imposed type of a cage. Doesn't really matter. It's just you're feeling stuck, right? You're going to be breaking out of that. Be brave. When? Now is the time. I think when is the question, now is the time. And also, we kind of almost have Queen, if we We had a U and another E. Let's see what else. New. Yeah. Time to embrace the new. And then ha makes me think of laughter and joy. I mean, we do have 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, laughter and joy. Count on your loved ones to help bring you some laughter and some joy after this ordeal, whatever it might be. I also feel that number 9 is relevant. So pay attention to 9s. 9 is also the mastery and the end of something, or you're almost at the end of something. It's almost time for this cycle to restart or a new cycle to begin, which kind of makes sense with the Wheel of Fortune. Kind of like with the Wheel of Fortune, the karmic wheel suddenly is turning in your favor. So pay attention to those 9s. Be ready for a shift, but it is a shift or a change that starts with you, with your action and your bravery. Be creative and focus on those details. Bye. Hi, Group 3. How are you? So let's take a look at your first card for this week's reading. For you, we have number 44, Strength. So whatever happens in your life this week, strength is going to be required, but more so, this is a card of validating or ensuring you or assuring you that you have enough strength to handle whatever's coming in this week, okay? You have the power, you have the strength, you have the ability to finish, start, overcome anything this week. All right, Group 3? Let's also get you a card from my handmade deck. Okay, let's do this one. And it is fairy tale. Fairyland, fairy tale. So fairies, if you believe in fairies, know that they're going to be around you this week, maybe helping you. If you're into fairies, maybe fairy art or some type of fairy theme is going to play a part in your week, Group 3. All right, let's get into the tarot. All right, we have 8 of Wands, Knight of Swords. Wow, very similar images. 4 of Coins, 10 of Pentacles or coins, and the Emperor. And we have the male version of the Emperor there. Okay, let's take a look at your cards. Yeah, interesting how the first 2 cards, the images are very similar. 8 of Wands, Knight of Swords, fast-moving cards. It's time to make a move. Monday, Tuesday, it's action time. Okay, action in regards to what? That's the question. Okay, 6 of Swords, Queen of Swords, decision-making, business, something, anything to do with the intellect, higher learning, making decisions or choices, you being in charge. Very interesting how all of these figures are facing east or to the right. So that could be important for you, Group 1. Maybe there is some action you need to take that is located geographically east of you. Maybe there is work in that direction. Maybe you're supposed to look to a different part of the world even that is east of you, a different country. There's a lot of action here right out of the gate for the beginning of this week, for the beginning of July. 4 of Coins, Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace, and then we have the 10. All of these very positive coin cards. I feel that the 4 is coming up because it's saying you've been very smart, you've been very good with your money. And now there is some kind of a payoff happening with the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Coins, and the Ten of Coins. Some kind of a payoff this week, probably this month. For some of you, it's going to be this week. Others of you, it's a big message for the month. Your action results in a big type of payoff or payout, perhaps. For a few of you, this has to do with your health. Maybe because you've made a change, or you've been taking it easy, or you've been the opposite, doing more, exercising more. You're going to be feeling fantastic for the month of July. But very big messages coming out for you. We have the Emperor. You're embodying all of the characteristics of the Emperor, being in charge, feeling in charge of your life. And we have King of Coins as well. There's more of that earth energy. You're definitely feeling very strong. Very strong this week, Group 3. Very much grounded and in your body. You're feeling very certain of your choices, of whatever action you're taking. You're very certain that it's the right thing. And you're shown at some point in the future, you're going to be shown that you've made the right decision. You've made the right move, whatever that is. So don't doubt that, okay? Let's see what else I can tell you. You've got Six of Coins and the Four. Definitely, I feel with those two cards, there's a sense of you reconnecting. And for some of you, it could honestly be reconnecting with your magical, intuitive, creative energy. Anything related to like fairies or the imagination or even the spiritual realm. Others of you, it's a literal reconnection of you and someone who you love and who loves you as well. So there's a sense of connection there. Let's get you some letters and see what else I can tell you. I would say pay attention to those fours. Look at that. We have 44, 4, 4. The Emperor's number 4. For me, fours are all about stability. So I would say you are on a trajectory towards stability, okay? Towards self-assurance. That phrase came to me via maybe your guides, but my guides especially. Self-assurance is kind of a key to your future successes. So here are some letters. We have CT, GU, ID, and X. So let's take a look. So we have cut, we have dug, we have gut, we have very strong kind of physical sensation words coming up here. We have, I think I said dig already. Did I say dig? Dig. We have tuck. We have ticks or tickets. Very short, what is it called? Monosyllabic words. Cut, dug, ticks, like strong words. I feel like you're kind of cutting to the chase this week. You're cutting to the chase with the first 4 cards. And it might have something to do with looking eastward and then being brave enough, self-assured enough to go in that direction. Maybe it's a brand new direction, okay? Dig your way there if you have to. If you have a goal, even if it's a far-off goal or seems almost out of reach, you have the self-assurance to plan for it and to achieve that goal this week. Very, very strong. And there's lots of stability. You're just very grounded. You're very self-assured this week, Group 3. Okay? I hope this helps you, and I hope you have a great week.